So you're thinking of traveling to London? This is what you need to know. We will go through all the best areas to stay, how to get around, what to eat and see, and the nightlife. So let's get right into it. London is one of the most visited cities in the world, with tons to offer. It really does have it all, from historical landmarks to futuristic architecture, street markets to world-famous boutiques, world-renowned museums to charming pubs. So whatever you're looking for, it can be found here, and we'll help show you how. Here's what you need to know. London has a diverse population, and there's no better way to experience that than by trying the very many different types of food that will be available to you across the city. Although this can be expensive, but we'll go through all the best places for all budgets. You already know London has lots to see and do. A crucial part of making the most of your trip is knowing how best to get around. The city has excellent public transport and can save you a lot of money. I would recommend purchasing a visitor Oyster card for £5 and then top up around £10. A single journey on the tube costs around £6, but with the Oyster card this costs around £3, and no matter how many trips you do per day, it will cap your charge at £7.70, so well worth it. The card can also be used on buses or trams and then claim back any unused credit at the end of your trip. There is also the option to rent a car, although I wouldn't recommend this, as the roads are often congested, parking is expensive, and there is a daily congestion charge if driving in the center at peak times. Ubers and taxis are readily available in London, although this can be very expensive too, with a starting fee of around £5 and then £4 per mile afterwards. Another great option is to try London's public bike-sharing network. You will see these dotted across the city and offer a pay-as-you-ride scheme for around £1.65 per 30 minutes. If traveling through London on limited time and want to experience all of its key attractions, then why not book an open-top bus tour or a river sightseeing cruise? Many of these can be found online, and will get you around all the key attractions in no time. Prices are around £40 for a 48-hour ticket, which also includes a river ferry cruise. If, like us, you need to stay connected during your visit and enjoy the convenience of having access to maps and messages, then why not pick up a SIM card? There are a number of options widely available at all the major airports, grocery stores and phone shops across the city. London has a great cellular network, and would recommend the O2 SIM card, which will keep you connected even whilst traveling on the underground. London is known for its rainy or foggy days, although it's not always this way. So planning when to come will make a huge difference. Summer is the peak season with great weather and is bursting at the seams with activity. Temperatures are usually around 25 degrees Celsius or 77 degrees Fahrenheit around this time. Spring is from late March to June, and autumn from September to October. These are also great times to visit, as there will be less tourists around and hotels will be better value at this time. The winter starts from November to February, and temperatures can dip to around 5 degrees Celsius or 41 degrees Fahrenheit. If traveling in winter, make sure you pack a winter or rain jacket and an umbrella. The popularity of the city can make staying here expensive, although it doesn't have to be that way. We will run through all the best areas to consider for your stay, for all budgets. Each area of London has a particular feel and vibe about it, so choosing where to stay is a key part of your trip. If staying on a budget and want to know where the best hostels are, then I would recommend searching in the King's Cross or Camden parts of London, as they have plenty to offer, including lots of affordable places to eat and vintage and market shops. Although if this is your first time in the city, then we would recommend staying in the West End. The West End includes Covent Garden, Piccadilly and Leicester Square. It is central to all the major tourist attractions and great for shopping too. Both day and night there is always something to keep you entertained, such as a theatre show, the British Museum, or shopping in Oxford Street or the bright lights of Piccadilly Circus. Westminster is also a great place to stay for tourists and has great transport links to all over London. Here you will be close to the National Galleries, along with Big Ben, the Houses of Parliament and Westminster Abbey. Although our personal favorite has to be the Southwark or London Bridge areas, this also has great transport links and is central to many tourist attractions. Here you may also find better value hotels than in Westminster and the West End. If staying here, be sure to eat at Borough Market or cocktails at the Shard. There are way too many attractions around this area to list, and is always our choice when visiting the city. If wanting to stay closest to nightlife, then Soho has to be the best option. Here you will find an amazing selection of bars, clubs, and restaurants. Close to Chinatown, you will find all-day dim sum and your choice of cocktails. Shoreditch is also a great location if you want to experience London as a local. Here you'll find street markets, street art, and unique cafes. If staying here, why not check out a game at Box Park? If you're looking for London luxury, then it would have to be either Mayfair, Belgravia, or Victoria. Here you'll find some of the most iconic 5-star hotels, such as Claridge's, and be close to Buckingham Palace and St. James Park. This city has cuisines from all across the world at your fingertips, but first on our list has got to be fish and chips. You'll find many restaurants that offer this, although to get an authentic feel, try it from one of the many dedicated fish and chip shops across the city. A pro tip is to order some mushy peas to complete the experience. Sunday roast, another classic British dish, traditionally eaten on a Sunday but can be found all week. It consists of roasted meats, along with vegetables and roasted potatoes with gravy and Yorkshire pudding. These can be found in the many gastropubs across the city, but make sure you arrive hungry. Full English breakfast. You can't leave London without having tried a full English breakfast, especially after a late night or before a long day ahead. Most London hotels will offer this and consists of tasty treats like bacon, fried eggs, mushrooms, baked beans and toast. There will be veg options available too. Indian food. Outside of India, London may be the best place to try out Indian food. The city is dotted with curry houses to fancy restaurants. Be sure to try the chicken tikka masala and butter chicken, and make sure you try their specialty naan breads. London also has a broad range of Middle Eastern food, so be sure to check out amazing dishes from Israel, Lebanon, Egypt and Iran, where you will find tasty falafels, hummus and faddish salad or grilled meats all hours of the day. Scotch eggs. A sausage-covered boiled egg, covered in breadcrumbs and fried. The famous department store Fortnum & Mason is a great place to try them out during your busy day of shopping or sightseeing. Afternoon tea. A great British tradition, an indulgent experience involving fancy finger sandwiches and decadent desserts. Many of London's top hotels offer this, including the Ritz or the Dorchester, for a luxury experience. Beer. Hopping through many of London's pubs, you'll soon notice the huge selection on offer. From a wide range of craft brews, lager and IPAs, it has a bunch of options for you to try. What better place than to do this than at a traditional English pub? There's an endless list of things to do in the city, so we'll start with some of the best free options. First of all, you have to visit Buckingham Palace. This is a great place to start, and if traveling via the tube, Get off at St. James Park or Green Park Station. Here you'll be able to take a leisurely stroll through some of the city's parks to the palace. After you've taken the quintessential snap outside the palace, with the King's Guards, why not walk over and visit Big Ben and the Houses of Parliament? This is a great way to get closer to many of the tourist attractions and is only a 5-minute walk. En route, you'll see the world-famous red telephone boxes in view of Big Ben. Whilst here, be sure to walk over to Westminster Abbey. A pro tip, you can visit for free if during a service, but please bear in mind this is a place of worship. It is also a traditional coronation site for British monarchs, including King Charles, and the burial ground site for many famous British figures, including Charles Darwin and Isaac Newton. You could also walk over to Downing Street and Whitehall. Afternoon tea. A great British tradition, an indulgent experience involving fancy finger sandwiches and decadent desserts. Many of London's top hotels offer this, including the Ritz or the Dorchester, for a luxury experience. From Westminster, why not walk over the bridge? Here you will get great views across the river of Big Ben, the London Eye, and past the London Dungeons and Aquarium, or jump on a river sightseeing tour at Victoria Embankment. Although if you're not keen on boats, there are plenty of free walking tours available too. I've added a link in the description. For great aerial views of the city, why not check out the Shard or the London Eye? Tickets for the London Eye can be purchased online to save having to wait in line. A pro tip would be to have a cocktail at one of the Shard's restaurants or bars, rather than paying for entry to the viewing platform, as entrance to the bars and restaurants are free, and will offer some of the best food and drinks London has to offer. Or head over to St. Paul's Cathedral, dating back to the 17th century. Inside you can see some amazing stone carvings. If you don't mind climbing stairs, you can head up to the Golden Gallery, which will give you some amazing panoramic views of the city. Tickets cost around £18, which is cheaper than the London Eye and give just as good views. These can be bought online. With its stunning architecture, rich history, and unlimited list of attractions, London is a must-visit destination for any traveler. Whether you're seeking adventure or simply a chance to relax and take in the culture, it has something for everyone. Thanks for checking out this video. If this was helpful, please give this video a like. And if you would like to hear more pro tips from our travels, then please make sure you subscribe and hit the bell icon, so you receive notifications every time we post a new video.